Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, yeah, he is like a tracker. Get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking dage.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On this one, heaps happening. Got to get this freaking S13 done before MATSURI, which is fast approaching. Hopefully we'll make it. Hopefully, I reckon we will. It should be fine. Luckily, I have friends to help me out and dad as well. Xavier's coming down now. He's going to help me paint this rear quarter because he's actually good at painting and I suck. So yeah, I've been sanding it up. Got to get it real nice for him. I've got some brake pads to go on here. Once they go on, then we can put it back on the ground and actually move it outside and do the rest. That's just been a dirty job. I've been chasing down some freaking S13 brake pads because these ones cooked it out of Archerfield. Don't know why, other than probably just because the handbrake's hooked up to these, which I learnt because I thought it had drum brakes, but no. Stock S13, or this one, has no drum brakes and it just has, yeah, just calipers, single pot calipers. So it works, but that's probably why they split, because they're going to get really hot and get absolutely thrashed being handbrake and all that. So yeah, let's get on with it and get this painted, and then a wheel alignment as well, which will be in this video hopefully. And yeah, find out why the hell my front end was all over the place when I was drifting at Archerfield, causing me to crash. Well, not causing me, but definitely helped me to crash. So that'll be interesting to see what it's sitting at once we get it up on the machine and the lasers connected. But yeah, if you haven't already, hit the like button, drop a comment below. I hope you guys have all entered the competition that I'm running. It's just a $50 gift card to Supercheap, Rebel and BCF, I'm pretty sure. And then also there's going to be a second prize to someone local to Queensland that's coming out to MATSURI that can come for a ride with me, which is going to be cool. Well, I hope you guys are excited for that. And yeah, if you haven't already, enter in, and the details will be on my Instagram page. So that's my Instagram. If you're not a big follower of Instagram, yeah, you're missing out. So check out the channel. But time to get into it. So these are my new brake pads that I found. Yeah, they got red on them. They look cool. And there's a whole heap of instruction on here how to bed the brakes in. And yeah, like increase speed to 40 k's an hour, put the brakes on lightly, blah blah, and like a big process. And basically with track cars, you put them on your car, you take it out to the track and you just go full send, and then you put the brakes on when you're coming up to the first corner and you hope for the best, and it usually works. I haven't had any times where the brakes haven't worked in that bedding in process, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's just the way I do it and it's working so far. I'm joking. I usually drive forward and back a few times and just slam the brakes on, and then like just run your foot on the brake lightly, forward and back a few times, and then get them warm. And yeah, maybe do a warm-up lap with some heavy braking, and yeah, just get them worn in a little bit, because you don't want to go full ham into first corner on fresh anything. Yeah, maybe half ham. But anyway, that's me brake pads, and now let's put them in. I just get down to my shed. I just went up to check on Lorenzo. I come back to my shed and there's a dude with a mullet in my shed.
So gross.
What happened to you?
Forgive me. Well, I reached 1,000 subs, and when I was a stupid little idiot, as in a year ago, I said when I reach 1,000 subs, my roommates can cut my hair. So they did.
They did a good job.
Oh, you can say that. Making me look like a complete degenerate with the goal.
What the heck?
Nah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, nice. You can put it in a ponytail.
No, thank you.
What is that? Like a top knot. You can put a top knot? A top knot thing.
Yeah.
Do that?
Nah, I'm good.
Holy shit. But yeah, Xavier the Legend's here doing me panel work. Sponsor of the channel. Shout out to Xavier.
Nah, just returning favours. I drove to Sydney borrowing your stuff, so...
Yeah, what's that all about?
Oh... Things.
Oh.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah, so I've filmed it already, but Xavier has a new project car, and whenever he brings it out, then I'll bring it out on my channel, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. We almost died.
Yeah,
like proper almost died.
I figured out how to make it do things now.
Oh really?
I still don't know how to find hybrids, but
Yeah, right. That means it's got a turbo.
oh, that means it runs.
It drives? What?
Yeah.
You almost died? You must have been moving.
Yeah, I drove it here.
Did you?
It's reggio. Yeah.
Is that what that like rumble was that rocked up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like sent it up your street, no, I didn't. I was hoping you'd hear the dose.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Shit. But yeah, I'm just playing with these brakes at the same time as Xavier's sanding, so that's a good.
You did a good job.
I was trying.
Smashing it.
Yeah, I was smashing it. Yeah, I was trying it. It's funny how much bog you actually need because you should have seen how much I put on there, eh?
Heaps.
It was packed, like thick out, like this much sticking out.
You just made your life way too hard for yourself, mate.
But I wanted to make sure there was enough there, you know?
No, that's fair. I mean, no, I did the exact same thing, but I've been told and sort of figured out that if you do little layers and just do a couple of them,
Yeah,
it's
way
takes
less.
less, and it's also you get a better result because you've got all these little like holes and shit in it.
Yeah, because different thickness, different hardening and shit.
Yeah, and when it's thin, you can like press it like in there.
Yeah, true.
But
That's
pretty
right.
much. If you're comfortable with those,
I'm so comfortable.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Is that hoist comfortable?
It is. Just like resting around. But yeah, these brakes, they've never done S13 brake calipers. Apparently, this little piston here, you have to spin the wheel around to shorten it, or to push it in, so that you can get your enough space to put your freaking watty on there, and on the watty, and then that'll, yeah, on watty. And then, yeah, so I don't have the right tools, so I've just been getting a hammer and a flathead screwdriver, spin that around. But you have to line it up perfectly, like horizontal, for the rear to line up in this groove. So I'm just playing with that right now and having a ball. But yeah, we're gonna be painting soon. Woohoo!
Team.
Woohoo! I'll do a little update when it's about paint time because this is really boring to watch this stuff. Yeah, it's like, you know, continuous. Anyway, let's do some things.
Sick.
Alright, the pink wheels are back on and the brakes are done on both sides, thanks to Xavier for convincing me that. It started raining, so we didn't end up painting the guard because, yeah, rain and paint just don't go together. But as soon as he left, he done a bloody big burnout, took off up the road, and then it stopped raining and it's like blue sky. So yeah, anyway, gonna come back tomorrow and do that. Might as well just wait until good weather conditions. Gonna do that, and yeah, so now I'm gonna take it off the jacks finally and put it on the trailer ready for the wheel alignment. I just called up the shop, and because I left it to the last minute, obviously most shops are booked out, and I can just squeeze myself in on Thursday, which is like the last possible day to get it done, because obviously Friday we're going out to Matsuri. So yeah, we'll just make it to the wheel line machine. Hopefully nothing else is bent. If it is, it's going to be a nightmare. But yeah, fingers crossed on that one. Let's get the car on the trailer.
Tell me what to do, 'cause I can't find a way. Baby, please just tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm fine. Tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, tell me if I'm, baby, please just tell me if I'm fine.
Yay, finally got some space back to do some work on the 180. It's exciting. But the S13 is on the trailer. I just chucked this rear Rio on. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good thing it's black because it's ugly as shit. But it did look pretty cool without the Rio there, but it's just no protection. At least it's giving me a little bit of protection because all this stuff is like super thin and flimsy as. But one thing I wanted to show you before we go off for a wheel alignment, the seat belts in this car, it's not ideal because they're just attached to a bar that's at the bottom there. There's no like harness bar that runs across the top, because with your harnesses you want to have them coming out of here and the angle at the back as straight, like as near flat as possible, but these go straight down, which is not ideal. But in a crash, I can tell you that this harness here works really well at keeping your body in like position, like firm against the seat, but your head's going to go forward. That's why you're meant to wear the Hans like neck brace, but no one wears those things like ever because you're not planning on crashing. But you know, I don't know, it would be smart if you were super cautious to wear one of those. But when we crashed, Saxon was in this seat and I have the not so safe seatbelt, I guess you would call it, the cheaper version, because it has this seatbelt clicker. So it clicks in just like a normal seatbelt, or same mechanism, you know. If I can do it with one hand. I just wanted to hear that click noise. So yeah, that clicks in there and it's got two over your shoulders, holds you in, but he didn't have it tight, so his whole body went flying forward about that far and his neck went with his body, so he didn't even get any whiplash, where my body was stuck there but my neck went forward, so it like jarred my neck a little bit. It wasn't too bad. I chucked like, I stopped in at the servo on the way home and grabbed some like crunchy potato chips is what they had at the servo, the frozen ones, chucked them on neck and just cruised home for an hour. And then yeah, got home, put some more ice on it and rested it. Next day it was feeling pretty good, so it could have been worse if that's all I got out of it, and a broken car. And the missus wasn't too hard on me, which is good. But just interesting thing about these seatbelt setups, yeah, so with the more thicker belt, because that's seriously thick, that strap, it works good, but if you don't have the Hans device, it's bad for your neck. Also, because I was a driver, I was kind of bracing at the last second because I knew we were going to hit, whereas the passenger, he wasn't expecting it, so he's like kind of more relaxed and floppy, but I tense up. Same sort of thing with drink drivers. When they crash, they're so out of it that their body's relaxed and you don't get as many injuries, which is crazy. But yeah, at QR, I don't plan on crashing. At Archerfield, there's a chance, and if there is that chance that you do crash, you end up with some damage, because she doesn't forgive. She takes, but she doesn't forgive. Nah, but the damage wasn't too bad, could have been way worse. So, I'm super keen. I just sat in the seat for the first time, like driving it, and it feels so much better. And without that quick release on there, it's made the position of where my hands are way better. So, keen as the drive. But let's get this down for a wheel alignment and just suss out how bad it really is. Xavier's just been down here, done a couple of coats, looking mint. It's actually like pretty good for a drift car. Like, you can't even see any marks on it. Like, look how good this is. It's freaking perfect. It's actually like a mirror finish, mate.
It's not bad. There's some spots that I'm just not super stoked on.
Yeah.
Just need to get more consistent like gun height.
I don't think it's your painting. I think it's just the prep work
I definitely
that I done. My prep work is not good. Like down here where we didn't sand, like look at that. But that's right at the bottom, so.
Yeah, you're like, don't sand that, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I won't have to if I don't have to.
Nah, like Xavier's painting skills and like where he likes it is like way up here, and my like, what do you call it, standards down here somewhere. So it's bloody good for my standards. Thanks for painting that.
That's alright, man. Happy to help. Thanks for picking up my broken vehicle today.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh, fucking automatic things.
Wait, what?
No, tell me about it.
Your new car?
Yeah.
Oh no, broken down already?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
I know, standard.
Should've got an RB.
Nah, man, it's better than RB.
Oh!
And it's not even an SR.
Oh, what could it be? LS? When's this video coming out?
I don't know, bro. I'm posting every night. Every night there's a video out for like a week and a bit. And then it'll be out.
Yeah, sweet. Alright, so we're gonna let this dry. Oh! I'm gonna have to blur that. It was a little corner over there. I'm gonna have to blur that. It's parked right there, broken. But we're gonna let this dry and then hopefully it doesn't rain. It's been really shit weather. Hopefully it doesn't rain at Matsuri as well. But then hopefully it's not stinking hot. Actually, this weather would be not too bad.
Pretty humid though.
Pretty humid though, yeah.
But it wasn't this morning. This morning was nice.
This morning was nice, yeah. So, yeah, let it dry. Whack it on the car. A couple of screws, mate. She's done. It'll look better than the rest of the car. It'll be mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so let's go get a wheel alignment. Just made it down to A1 super cheap tyres. Loading it up on the wheel alignment machine. Let's have a look and see how bad it is from that crash and adjusting the arms and playing around. And then also the front that I tried to adjust and absolutely cooked it. So this will tell us. Pretty sick, but... And then also getting some fresh tyres. Some fresh tyres on the back because these are cooked. Pretty much everything's done after this wheel arm, and all I need is a rear bar and to make up these like little fins, and then we'll be set. But came out pretty mint, eh? I chucked the guard on just before I came here. It looks sick. It's pretty dark here, but you can definitely tell there's like damage there, but I don't know. It looks pretty good to me.
In the darkest night, I saw your eyes. A sense of threat that I can't forget. I wanna know who you are.
Alright, so basically this is where it's at after the crash. So we're gonna straighten up the rear, get that dialed in, just have it dead straight, because there's positive camber on one side and negative on the other. So that's gonna cook the front. So we'll get that right first, and then we'll come back to the front and adjust it. I'm gonna aim for 4 degrees and then get the toe out, not in. It's shocking. So that's why it felt like shit.
What I need to know, so take my hand and let our fears go. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom, yeah, take me to the, yeah, take me to the. Take me to your jungle, where the rain is warm and the birds fly. Take me to your kingdom, yeah, take me to the jungle.
Yeah, she's seen better days. I had to like put long screws in there to like do the spacing. But it got pretty close.
Ah, sweet.
You wouldn't know from the outside, eh? It's not bad for like pretty much a week's effort.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. I was lucky Dad came down, had some spare time, and
Yeah.
pulled it all apart and started smacking. Alright, so the rear is like dead straight now. The plan is to test this out on this setup, dead straight, and then if I need to change it, I'm gonna put a little bit of toe in on the rear and out at the track. But, well, I've tested this exact rear setup, and it was like sweet when I was like beginner drifting, just trying to get the hang of it, and it was sweet. So I know it works, so I'm gonna start there just to make sure I'm like not chasing my tail around other issues. And then, yeah, we can work from there. So now for the front end. Alright, front's all lined up. So we got the toe out on the front just a little bit, and the camber's all lined up nice and square now, pretty close anyway. So, pretty keen to get out there. Freaking holy shit, it's like tomorrow is the day we drive out there and camp the night, and then in the morning is drifting, so super pumped to give it a go. Yeah. I'm pretty happy now the wheel alignment's straight, because last time I cheaped out at the last minute, and instead of coming in here I went to Archfield and just sent it and then hit a wall, or hit a pole. If you haven't seen that one, check it out. But yeah, that's a wrap. Let's go home. Home sweet home. Alright, so that's pretty much the end of this one. All I've got to do is load up my tyres, load up my tools, my sleeping equipment, and that's it. That's the prep done. It wasn't that bad. The side came up really good, which is awesome. So, but it was a little bit of a rush the other day because I wasn't sure if I'm going to have enough time. But we made it easy. This paint's all cracked. Be interesting to see what happens to that. It's got like crack lines through it from stress cracks. I don't know. Is what it is. Yeah, it came out pretty good. It looks a lot better on camera than off camera, I'll say that much. But the rest of the car's not that great anyway. I'm going to give it a wash and go around and give it a bit of a touch-up paint where there's like the white bits on there, just to make it all black again and get it all looking nice. The only last thing I'm going to do is buy some composite like material to chuck on there, cut that to shape just to make it look hectic, and put my number plate, the subscribe plate, on there. If I get a rear bar, I get a rear bar. If I don't, I'm running it like this, and that's it. So thanks heaps for watching the video and making it all the way to this far. If you haven't already, hit the like button, drop a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you at MATSURI.